how to maximize and optimize Google Local for first page ranking, and here we'll show you some evidence of that effort. But in the original previous video we were optimizing for Hair Art Studio, which is a hair salon that's actually has a Fort Worth address, but we've been optimized and been able to get top listing on 4 different cities that are actually the closest to the salon, even though it's got a Fort Worth address. So you can see right here, hair salons, Newark, Texas. So we'll refresh that, and you go down and you see that Hair Art Studio is in the first position, position A, for the Google Local ratings. And if we look through here, we would probably find Hair Art Studio in other locations. Sometimes we will and sometimes we won't. Sometimes we'll have a paid listing in here, but Google does what we call the Google dance, and one day it'll be, the next day it won't be, but we're always got top 1 or 2 listings when we do a search for hair salons in Newark. And now we're going to do a hair salons in Rome, Texas, which is another little city right by where our salon is. And you go down and let me see if we see anything. Okay, we got top listing here again, position A. Let's see if we have any others. I don't see any right off the bat. Sometimes they're kind of embedded in some of these things because we have what's called citations. We go out to Yelp and Yellow Pages and various places and list ourselves. That's how you get and maintain top ratings. So there's kind of a 2-part process. It's one, completing their Google Locals process, and the other is putting citations in, and we'll show you how to get some citations. And so anyways, now we're going to go to Saginaw, which really is the closest city and probably the largest city right by our salon. We're right in the borders. Saginaw and Haslett, Rome and Newark are just a little bit north of us. So here we see we have our actual websites in the second position just organically. We're in the top position for Google Local, and let's see if we're anywhere else. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see. No, it doesn't look like it. We are at the moment. Like I say, we can come and go in these other sundry places. But anyways, you see we're in the top A position for Saginaw, and now we're going to do Haslett, which is the other city that borders with our salon. And basically when we first started the salon, 90% of our business was just drive-by. Okay, here we got the second position organically. We got a third position with this Manta, and then we got the second position in Google Local. And we have anything else? Sometimes we have a video that'll come in. Now we've got a paid Google ad listing down here, Google AdWords. But anyways, when we first opened the salon, we were 90% of our business was drive-by, and then over a period of time it went from, we started having referrals, so it ended up being like 75 drive-by, 25 referrals, and over a period of time it was 50-50, and then we started doing internet marketing, and then we started getting a 25% share, and now we've got about 40%, maybe up as high as 50% of our customers are just coming in off some form of internet searching. So it's been quite profitable and beneficial to have that. And so I hope that's helpful for you. Oh yeah, as far as citations, how you can get citations, there's kind of a number of different ways to do it, but you can go into some of your competitors' listings, and well, I just went into their website. I really wanted to go to their, let me see here. go into their Google local listing, and sometimes it'll show if they've got other citations. They'll show where they are. Don't see any on this one. But you can just go in and see what these people are listed on. You saw that Manta that we were on in Yellow Pages. You can see where they have listings on other things. Let's see if we can go into another one now. I'm not quite sure why this is running so slow. It would decide to do that when you're trying to make a video. Just, it's amazing. Okay, let's just go into another one of these. So you got Yelp. That's a place you can go in and get a free listing. Yellow Pages. See here you got Yellow Pages, Haslett hair salons, and beauty salons. So those are both the Yellow Pages, but two different places you can get listed in. And so all of these, Angie's List, some of these are paid, so you don't want to necessarily pay for stuff, but when you go in and you want, now when you're looking at these guys, let's just see if one of these will have a, oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. Okay, we want to go into their, don't want to go to their website, you want to go to their Google Places listing. Let's see if they've got anything listed down here. Okay. And Google's always changing stuff because they use listings of other places and may have gotten to the point they realized that people were looking for that. But I want to show you one other thing about our listing. Another thing that gives us high ranking is we have a lot of reviews, and then all of our reviews are positive. So that's always another thing that will weigh reviews. Again, they're trying to give you what you're looking for, so they assume if people are giving you reviews and they're positive, that you know that they're comfortable. You know where you've got all your information at. So I'm going to go in here. You can see we have 15 reviews, and we got a 2930 rating, which is basically a perfect, all positive reviews. So when you see all of our reviews, they're all good, and these are all organic, unrequested reviews, although you can encourage your clients or your customers to give you reviews, which is always helpful. But anyways, that's about it. There's probably some other, I could go in and show you how I keep track of all of our reviews, but I'm not sure that'd be a big benefit. But anyways, hope that was helpful.